Okay, I got a great video for you guys today real quick. This is actually a tips video. On my deer processing, I've made quite a few deer processing videos, but I like to always give you guys the best of a tip that I can. I have the LEM hog ring pliers here. Now, it's quite interesting because I actually used to use one little really good tip, which was using bread ties. Okay, I would always keep my bread ties, and if I went to the store and got veggies, I always had some of the little clips that you use, the little ties that you use to tie the veggie bags up. So I would always keep those and then buy the bags. And one other thing is, if you're going to buy bags, buy 2-pound bags, because that way, if you want to tie them up in 1 pound, you can always go smaller. But if you get 1-pound bags, then you can only put 1 pound of meat in there. Most of the case, they are usually the same price for the 1-pound bag or the 2-pound bags. You just get more bags when you buy the 1 pounds. So I always buy the 2-pound bags, and if I want to bag them up smaller, I will. So I've always used these little ties, which was pretty cool because you can get them relatively for free, or you run into, as you buy bread or whatever. And then I would take and squeeze off the ground meat there as I got it down and twist it down here. I would twist it down to get the air out, and then cinch it in my hand, and that would tighten it up. And then I would tie it off with a bread tie. But in this case, I'm going to be using the pliers. So I decided to go ahead and get those with the hog rings and check them out. And they were like, I think about $10. It's like I said, it's LEM brand. I thought they were about $10, somewhere around that, maybe $8. And then I waited until they went on sale at our local store, which is I'm trying to think of the name, Royal King. So I waited until they went on sale at the end of the year or right after Thanksgiving. They have a 25 or 40% markdown on everything in the store. So I got them for like $4 or $5. And then my hog rings, which only cost about $2 or $3 every 100 or so. So it's 100 of those in there. It'll be a while before I I say that, but it'll probably be a little bit before I use 100 of them. So now we're gonna get to where I got my my ground here. I'm doing this with one hand, actually. It's kind of funny. So just kind of pinch it, pinch the bag, and twist with your other hand, and then once you get your hog ring tied off there, hold on one second. So now I have my hog ring. I put it through the clip there, put it through the hog ring, and then I'm going to close it off. So those pliers are meant for giving a good tight seal. Okay, so there's the pliers, and then you have a nice good tight seal. That's the way you would find it when you go to the grocery store. Okay, they use these, but they have a machine where they just kind of roll this off and they stick it in the machine, and it kind of puts that clip around there, and that's it. It's pretty easy, pretty simple, but that's one little tip. Last tip. Okay, I know I'm giving you guys so much stuff here. All right, so I got my ground deer there, as you can see, and this is actually some back straps from about 2 deers that I got down to about a bowl. So this is going to be my best ground beef that ground venison that I can get. It's going to be, but it's also going to be very, very lean because it's backstrap. So one thing I always do is like to keep those until I get quite a bit of bacon. And once I render off all my bacon there, I usually get grease at the end. So I usually keep that and keep it in a freezer until I'm ready to grind all this down, and then I melt it down into a liquid, and then I add that to my ground venison. So that's going to give so much flavor and so much meat to that, and that's going to end up making this very very good, a very good mixture of to lean to fat. So that way I don't have burgers that stick or anything like that. Or if I'm making meatloaf, it's going to have a lot more flavor to it. So that's all the tips I'm going to give you guys right now. JTO, Journey to the Outdoors. Till the next video, keep it going. Do your own processing. That's the best thing to do. All right, out.